Oh, there we go. UAP 12, thanks for coming back. I appreciate it, brother. Hit subscribe on the YouTube. I'd be eternally grateful. How do I banner? I want the banner to go by. How do I do that? What the hell did I do? There's a banner thing somewhere. Where the hell is it? Oh, banners. There we go. There we go. All right, we got 3 people back. All right, where do I see the comments? There we go. UAP 12, you are the man. I appreciate it. Let's wait for some more people to join. So I'm on my laptop. I have a webcam coming tomorrow. I know the quality on this computer sucks. I'm just using the phones or the laptops. Camera. I know it sucks. I'm getting the web. I have a webcam. I have it put away though, but this is good for now. I'll have the new webcam in the morning or sometime tomorrow at least. So bear with me. So I'm Joe with UAP Reporting Center. I don't know how many are watching. If you're watching on Twitter, come over to YouTube UAP Reporting Center. That way you can interact with everybody, because for some reason, if you're live on StreamYard or whatever, Twitter doesn't allow you to comment. But if you come over to the YouTube stream, hit subscribe so you can follow my channel. But even if you don't, you can still come and watch and comment and interact with everybody, which would be super cool. Jason, you're back. Oh, you are the man, Jason. Thank you very much. I know the video sucks. I'm going to have a new, like I said, I'm going to have a new webcam tomorrow, so the video quality will be much better. But I thought this would be good for now. As soon as some more people get here, I'll play some of the interview. So James Fox, I interviewed him the other day, which was an honor. He's just a fantastic guy. What you see, so the James Fox that you guys see in the movies, he's that same guy in real life. He's as passionate as he appears to be in the movies. He's like that in real life. He's almost like a character out of a book or something, but he's the real deal. He's not a charlatan. He's not a grifter, as people in UFO Twitter love to throw around so much. He's an honest to God believer. And he's just trying to get to the truth like all of us. So support his work, because there are a lot of grifters in our community. There are a lot of charlatans in our community. So when we find the real McCoy, when we find the real article, you want to support people like that. Support people like James Fox, because he is the real deal. And he's working really hard to get us answers, as you'll see in the interview I did with him. There's information revealed in the interview we did. Jason, thanks for coming by, brother. I appreciate it, man. What the hell was I going to say? So in the interview I did with James, he reveals new information on the Varginha crash in Brazil that you're going to want to hear. It may change the aspect of the whole case. It can blow this whole thing wide open, and you're only going to hear it on UAP Reporting Center on YouTube. The video is literally uploading. It's been uploading for like 2 hours now. It's still going. I don't know why it's taken so long. It's only 48 minutes. But I have it here. Let me see if I can figure out how to play a little bit of it. Bear with me.
Happened at the National Press Club in January. That is not getting nearly the attention that it should be.
We ended up getting a meeting with that doctor on the same visit, and he spills all to us on camera that he had face-to-face contact with a captured non-human intelligence. But for the most part, crickets in mainstream.
There is zero doubt in my mind that both Carlos D'Souza and Dr. Atalo and everyone else were telling the truth, nothing but the truth, and the whole truth.
I kind of missed that one up a little bit.
If it's true, it's the biggest story ever. So why would we not work on that?
I just have one last question for you.
You got it.
You did mention there was 2 new crash witnesses. Is there anything you can share about that?
I mean, that came in literally as I was racing over to go on the podcast.
UAP Reporting Center on YouTube. Hit subscribe, hit like, share the video.
Today I am joined by filmmaker Extrux, who is an incredible
free event at the National Press Club. We even hired a gentleman. I don't know if he's okay with me releasing his name, but he did press for the White House. So he had all these contacts. So he was putting out that invitation personally to people that he's been dealing with. And we only got a small handful of mainstream, but the place was packed. I mean, it was great, beautifully attended.
Way better than
we had some influencers that were there. There's more stuff coming out about that.
So I was at the event at the National Press Club in DC where he brought all the witnesses from the Varginny incident to the National Press Club in Washington, DC. And, you know, I say it in the video, but you have to give him, or I do at least, all the credit in the world. If you can actually watch the whole thing on News Nation. They live stream the whole thing. You can go to their YouTube channel and find it, News Nation. Megan was there, Ross Coulthart's co-host. But if you had seen what a massive undertaking it was to get all of those people, just think dealing with green cards or visas or whatever, the travel to get here. I mean, it was just, you know, setting up meetings with Congress people. They had a closed door meeting in Representative Burchett's office with the witnesses and a few other congressional representatives like Representative Luna, Representative Burleson, and whoever else. But a lot got done. I just gave him all the credit in the world for accomplishing that and having the passion and the wherewithal and the dedication to get something like that done.
But for the most part, crickets in mainstream. And, you know, but it's okay. I documented the whole thing and I'll be releasing it in a film and it will be seen by millions and millions of people. They'll be like, why didn't I know about this? Well, you didn't know about this because mainstream media failed you. That's why.
Do you think it's because they're just not interested? Or do you think maybe there's some kind of pressure on how far they can go other than generic sound bites on the news?
Well, so I can't say exactly who this was, but there was a mainstream, very mainstream media outlet that was doing a story on our event, plus the closed door meeting that we had with members of Congress, with the witnesses from Brazil, the neurosurgeon, the forensic pathologist, the geography teacher, Carlos D'Souza. And that was about 5 days prior to the National Press Club event. And the story was written, the story was edited, they hired a photographer, it was going to print. It would have been very big news. I mean, really big platform. It went to the Washington Bureau the night it was going to publication.
On my phone, I get like hundreds.
Killed it.
But when I do it on my computer,
and I was sitting there going, boy, if that doesn't feel like somebody stepped on this for very deliberate reasons, I don't know what is. Like, it really felt sabotaged. It really did. And
Now we're down to 8.
I could be,
which is fine.
just being
I just don't
paranoid, but
understand
I don't think
why
so.
if I go on
And
my
there were
phone,
other things that went down too, but it's okay. I'm used to it. I mean, when I put out the first cut of Moment of Contact, we hadn't had all those congressional hearings, and David Grush hadn't come forward. I don't think people knew how to deal with that.
I'm going to leave you on a cliffhanger.
It's getting more traction. Yeah, I saw the video. This is the guy that Dr. Italo. I knocked around. I went near the farm where that was in the morning of January 20th. He's pretty positive it was January 20th. Well, there was another capture.
You guys are going to want to watch this video.
The chief of police, Pedro Aguiar, witnessed, and that happened in the morning. So maybe that's the one he saw. Or maybe, maybe the creatures have an ability to, maybe they're like chameleons. Maybe when it was suffering in the hot sun, maybe its skin turned brown, or maybe when it's feeling threatened.
Who knows?
Maybe it excretes some kind of putrid smell for protection, like a skunk. I don't know. Right.
Who knows? When I was watching that, I thought too.
Yeah.
No, this is 30 years ago. To hold the guy accountable for every second of. I thought it was a little kind of unreasonable.
But that's okay. That's okay. I mean, I there are questions that I have too. And I've drilled him. I asked him in front of all the doctors, "How long have you known Dr. Italo?" I knocked around. I was knocking on doors.
So this interview, it's on the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, UAP Reporting Center. I'd very much appreciate if you hit the like button on it once it's uploaded anyway. But even more than that, hit the subscribe button so we can get seen by more people, because YouTube has a way of limiting who gets to see your videos. So I'm trying like hell to get more people to see this stuff. So you guys can really help with that if you hit subscribe, share my videos. I did an interview last week with a former Air Force Office of Special Investigations agent, Walter Bosley, former counterterrorism agent or a counterintelligence agent, I should say. And what a fascinating guy he was. One of the most fascinating people I've ever spoken to. If you like ancient civilizations and alternate history, kind of stuff like that, that's the video that you're going to want to watch. The guy, I was enthralled by that guy from the beginning of the interview right to the very end. So it's the last video I posted before the James Fox video, Walter Bosley. Watch that video. It's just absolutely incredible. The man is endlessly fascinating.
To every doctor every older doctor in the entire state. In the city of Virginia. Okay. I was trying to find out his credibility, like his character, and everyone is like, he's a stand-up guy. What would motivate him? I mean, he had a heart attack.
I just have one last question for you.
You got it.
You did mention there was 2 new crash witnesses. Is there anything you can share about that?
Well, I just found out. I mean, that came in literally as I was racing over here to go on the podcast. I met a woman who works at the cemetery who said
that's it. To get the rest, you're going to have to watch the video. But it's going to be worth it. Watch the video, watch it till the end. There is information revealed in this interview that you will find nowhere else on the internet. And it's about one of the most fascinating and most serious cases in modern UFO history. So I beg you to watch the video. Please share it. Please please subscribe to the channel. I just come on here on a whim, as you can tell. Last night I jumped on. We had almost 200 people watching. Yeah, exactly. UAP 12. Exactly. Hopefully when they get back from the bars and they don't pick up any chicks or guys or whatever, they come back on board and they go on watch UAP Reporting Center on YouTube. So last night was the first time I have ever done this. I've never done anything like this before, the whole going live thing, as you can tell, I'm sure. But last night I was getting ready for bed. I was brushing my teeth, getting my pajamas on. I was thinking, what could I use besides Zoom? So I was asking my phone. I was talking to Gemini of a Google Pixel phone. I was asking Gemini, I'm like, what's the absolute easiest way to stream, to go live and record that's better than Zoom for this sort of podcast stuff? And Gemini said StreamYard. So I said, all right, let me check it. So I'm standing at my bathroom sink downstairs here in my office, and my office is not in the bathroom, but I have a bathroom in my adjacent to my office. So I'm standing there. I go on StreamYard. I start fooling with it. Next thing I know, I'm live on Twitter and YouTube. And I'm like, all right, it works. I was going to be on there for 2 seconds just to see if it worked. And then the audience kept going up and up and up and up and up. In about 5 minutes, I had almost 200 people watching. So I was on there for about an hour, and I just realized it's pretty cool. I like talking to you guys. I wish everybody watching on Twitter would go over to YouTube so we can actually talk, like UAP12 and Jason and Vito before, and some people last night, Lisa and Coley. There was just some really cool people. So you meet cool people, and it's just pretty cool. So I'm going to get better at it. The content on YouTube is going to continually get better. You'll see this video, see the last video. My audio and video is not the greatest. I have a new webcam being delivered tomorrow that records in 4K. I just got this new microphone, the Wireless Micro Pro or whatever the hell it's called. So hopefully the audio is pretty good on this. So I'm trying. I'm going to get some lighting so I'm not so dark back here. So I appreciate you guys watching. Again, the video is uploading to YouTube right now. Could be done any minute. Let me check it and see if it's done. Nope, still not done. I don't know why it's taken so long. But I'm going to jump off here. Thank you guys for coming. Please, UAP Reporting Center on YouTube. Go subscribe to the channel. There is going to be some great content coming. Also, if you're going to Contact in the Desert in May 28th to June 1st in Indian Wells, California, which is basically Palm Springs, I'll be there covering it as media. If you see me there, please come up and say hello. Let's have a beer. Let's talk aliens. But if you're not going, most importantly, sad, I wish you were going, but if you're not going, like I said, I'm going to be there covering it. You will get no more behind the scenes coverage of Contact in the Desert than you will on this YouTube channel. So subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. Everything that happens behind the scenes at Contact in the Desert, I'm going to be there bringing it to you. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, subscribe to the channel and that content will be here for you. So, all right, I'm going to bed. Thank you guys for coming. UAP Reporting Center on YouTube. The James Fox interview is uploading right now. There's information revealed in this video that you will not see anywhere else on the internet. First time revealed is on my show. So go and watch it. It should be done uploading in just a couple minutes. Thank you guys for coming, and we'll see you on the next one.